So for the series 3 of our videos on how to use LinkedIn, I wanted to show you possibly my favourite part of LinkedIn, which is the ability to search for people. So if you click up in the search bar at the top and choose people, it'll then bring up another border at the top here. You can click on all filters and LinkedIn will then bring up a list of other ways to filter the people that are on LinkedIn. Now, there is one massive benefit for having Sales Navigator at the moment, which is that it gives you so much more functionality from a filter perspective. But at the level that you are all at, I'm going to assume a level that you're all at, I would be very surprised if any of you need Sales Navigator right now, or in fact, any paid for version of LinkedIn. So let's, for example, say we're based on the South Coast, so I'm going to choose Brighton. So I want to find people in Brighton as a location. Let's say I want to find estate agents. So I'm going to put real estate. Bear in mind, obviously, this is an American platform, so everything is American rather than English. So real estate agents for us. Then I'm going to say that they need to be director level. For yourselves, you might want to have negotiator, depending on what level of employee you're looking for. So then if I apply that, this is, I'm going to get very different results to what you will all get, because this is based on my connections. And it's going to bring up those people that I'm connected to. So you'll see that I've got a first next to Pat and Chris. And then as we scroll down, we've got second connections. So these are the people that know people that I know. And that's kind of where the real beauty with LinkedIn is. This is the possibility to get connected with people that are your target audience, but that you're not already connected to. And possibly the next most important stage is how you're then going to engage with those people. So let's use Robert Luff as an example. He's the director of a local estate agents in Worthing. So don't connect from the page I was just on, because LinkedIn will just send a generic connection request. If you go into the person's profile, you can click connect here and add in a note. So we can put in here, we work in the same town and similar space, so thought worthwhile linking. So he'll get that personal message sent to him, and obviously it'd be down to him to decide whether he wants to accept that connection request. So you can scroll through, and as you can see on here, it's given me 679 results. Ignore this bit up here about continue search in Sales Navigator. As I mentioned, that's because I have that at the moment. And as it's pointing out, there are 12 additional advanced filters in there. So it is very clever, but that's sort of blow your mind time. We're not going to look at that for the purpose of today. So as I say, you've got 679 results. You show me a lawyer that's got time to go through that number of results, and then you can have Sales Navigator, in my opinion. But have a look through them. Some will be relevant, some won't. The other thing to bear in mind, depending on the seniority of the person and how likely you think it is they're going to accept your request, another route to go can be through your shared connections. So if, for example, I wanted to get connected to Nick Mills, but I didn't think he'd accept a cold LinkedIn request from me, I could say Chris Randall's my old boss, so we're very friendly. I could message Chris in here and just say, hi Chris, we both know Nick Mills. Could you please make an introduction? And Nick Mills would then be much more likely to accept my connection request. The next stage, which I'm not going to go into for the purposes of this video, is what to then do once someone does accept your connection request. So that will come in over here that you've had them accept your request. I'm trying to think, there might not be any from today. But once somebody accepts your connection request, I would then recommend that you send them a further message. So that would be a case of, thanks for accepting my LinkedIn request. It would be really great to book a Zoom meeting and have a virtual coffee, or it might be that you want to invite them to an event. Whatever you do, do not sell to them immediately. That is nothing more guaranteed to put somebody off. So it's about getting to know them. So it might be that you add them to your database as well, so that they're going to start to get communications from you. Our thoughts on the GDPR perspective on that is that's completely okay. You are connected to them on a network, which is why you have their contact information. If there are any questions on the point of using this search function up here, do get in touch with me. One quick thing that's just brought to mind that we could show you is if you choose companies, search the actual company. So let's use, for example, Mayo Win Baxter. So if you were looking to find the decision makers within Mayo and Baxter, a bit of a shortcut to do that, not looking at the people function that I showed you earlier, would be to come to their company page. So on everyone's company page, it will have a section that has all their employees. You can click on the employees, it'll then bring up a list for you, and you can scroll through here and see who it is that you're looking for. So hope you get on well with having a play with that. It's a brilliant way to grow your connections and start engaging with possible prospects and referrers.